Hi everyone, my name is Angela from Angela Stitches and welcome to another stitching vlog. So it is Friday the 17th and I'm about to start stitching, but I want to show you my progress on my Christmas star from last night. And I have some park darts here because I only have two colors to work with, but it's a little tangled. So yeah, one's acrylic, a silver one, and then this minty blue color. So all I have to do right now is the middle section. I'm gonna start with the silver acrylic because silver acrylic is just stitched in a diamond pattern, so it's much more easier to follow. So if I finish that first, the rest is just filling in with the other mint color, so it'll be much more faster. So that will be all of the cross stitches, and then, I'm gonna have to go back and do the back stitching on her sleeves, and I think her face needs more back stitching. Let's see. Yeah, like her nose and her lips. I've done the eyes and her eyebrows before, so after all of the back stitching, this will be finished, except for the beading. Maybe if I can, I'll try to get to the beading tonight, but I don't think so. So I'm gonna work on this today, but before this, I wanna actually start with tapestry today because I wanna finish page 1 and then work on a cat project. To finish page 1, I just need to work on this outer area. So yeah, I was organizing a couple of days ago and found a whip that I totally forgot about. And it's a pretty small chart, so I think I could have a finish with that pretty quick. So yeah, after I work on this project, I'll go back to my Christmas star and try to get the stitching on the Christmas star done today. And I don't think it'll happen, but I'll try to finish page 1 on tapestry. And I didn't get to kit up my Mania projects yet. Let me bring that out real quick. So I need to figure out an easier way to kit this up. Like last time I did Mania, that was 2 years ago, I think, and it was all perforated paper projects, and these are just some of it, and this was one of them too. I just used these plastic bags and plastic folders to keep everything and to protect the perforated papers. And if I did have the Krennics for the projects, I would put it in the bag with it, but these doesn't have any of them. But and I didn't pull out the DMCs for these projects for Mania that year because I only worked on these projects for 2 days. So every 2 days I started a new project. So yeah, I didn't really work on it that much during May. So for this year, I haven't decided if I want to start one every day for 12 days and then go back and work on them during the rest of May, or start a new one every other day. But that really depends on how I kit this up. I wish I had another floss organizer like this one, but I don't. So I'm still thinking of ideas for the best way and the easy way to do this. So I'll update you on this if I have a good idea. And let me show you the cat project that I was just talking about. So this is what it looks like. And I think I'm like halfway done with this. Let's see. Yeah. So I have all the witches done and I just need to do the cat and the other elements around it. And I wanted to do the cat with color and cotton hand dyes. Oh, and this is called Witch Cat, by the way, by Barbara Anna Designs. So, and I didn't have any that could match like that black color. So, since then I ordered some, so I'm pretty sure I'll find something from my stash now. So, yeah, after tapestry, I'm planning on finishing this, and yeah, I'm gonna start working on my tapestry now. So I'm working on tapestry and I finished this motif and came down this way, and then I just realized that I made a mistake somewhere here. So I'm gonna have to rip these stitches out. I might have to rip out the green stitches too, but I'm not really sure exactly where I messed up. So I just started cutting out some of the red stitches. So yeah, I hope I don't need to rip out the green stitches. So I just finished ripping out some of the stitches, and I think I messed up when I was stitching a couple of nights ago, and I was a little tired, but I wanted to finish my needle, so I rushed it. So yeah, I didn't rip out the green stitches though. It's like missing a couple of stitches, but if I have the reddish brown stitches in the right place, everything else will be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna just continue stitching, so I'll see you in a little bit. So I just finished fixing this motif here. So the green stitches above this is a little out of place, but I have the red stitches in the right place, so nothing below that is going to be affected. So that's fine now. And I moved over here and I was just working on this flower. That is this one right here. So page 1 is out to here. And I thought it was this smaller square, but page 1 includes a couple of the other motifs. So I'm working on the ones that I've missed. So that's how much I worked on tapestry. But now I think I want to move over to my Christmas star. So I could at least have all of the cross stitching finished, or the cross stitches finished. I don't want to have to look at the chart often tomorrow because I'm gonna be streaming the BongBongCon. So yeah, I'll come back when I finish all of the cross stitches on this one. I just finished all of the cross stitches. I wanted to finish it yesterday, but I went to bed early, so I just finished it, and it's Saturday afternoon. And I've been stitching and streaming the BongBongCon, and it's really good, really good songs. But let me show you this up close. So I finished the back stitching as well, like this star in her necklace is really cool. And her lips are stitched with Kreinik, and I really like that. I don't think I've ever done any back stitching with Kreinik on faces before, so that was something very new. So now I'm just gonna start beading right away, and this is just a cut for silver beads and DMC. So the beading is done, and it only took about 30 minutes. It was real quick. So now that's done. I was about to start the accessories, but I forgot this one had wings. I was just gonna start the stars in front, but I think I'm gonna start with the wings, and the halo is in the same piece of paper, so the DMCs and the Kreinik here, and also the silver perforated paper. So yeah, I hope I could get this done today. It's a lot of stitches that I didn't account for, but I think I could do it. So it is nearly 3 in the morning and I have everything finished. All I have to do is the assembling and putting things together. So here's one of the layers of the star, and then this one, and then the last one. It doesn't matter which direction, but yeah, so there's 3 layers of the star, and this one has some beads, so these will be somehow be layered, and the stars didn't take that much time to stitch, and this is what it's going to look like. But I forgot about the wings, and the wings took really long because there's a lot of stitches. So this is gonna go here behind this piece, like this. And obviously I'm gonna have to cut this out, but like the halo outlines her head perfectly, so I don't know if you could see it through the camera here, but it's gonna go like this. So tomorrow I'm gonna start by cutting the paper, and then I'm gonna make this into an ornament like my fairy godmother. So I'm just gonna add a hanger here on top of her head. And everything else, I'm just gonna finish it by reading the directions. I'm just gonna follow the directions here. And if I want to, I'll just make some changes as I go. So, yeah. But the wings, stitching this blue was torture because first of all, it's a lot of stitches. But then half of it was gonna be hidden behind her. So I was keep thinking, should I just stitch the area that's gonna show or like skip the rest or what, you know? But I just decided to stitch the whole thing. And tomorrow I'm gonna unkit this, put everything that I don't need back to my stash and start making the other decorations with the ribbons and memory threads and all of that. So tomorrow is day 2 of the BongBongCon. It was really fun watching their concerts today and working on my project. I really feel like they're so much better in their live performances, and I feel like there's not a lot of people or artists like that. And they seem very sensitive to their emotions, I think, and I really like how they embrace that instead of acting all cool and tough and being honest about their emotions and being very vulnerable, especially in front of thousands of people. I think that's part of why they're so successful and people relate to them a lot, to a personal level. And I think that's part of why they sound so much better during their live performances because their emotions are so raw. And I really like their music too, but I think I like their lyrics even more. But anyways, so tomorrow is day 2 of the BangBangCon, so I'll be streaming that again and FFOing this. Um, so I hope I could, and I think I'll be able to finish this by tomorrow. This isn't like Fairy Godmother, because Fairy Godmother had lots of decorations to make to add to the whole piece, but this one seems pretty simple compared to Fairy Godmother, so hopefully I'll come back with a finish. So it is Sunday, and so far I've worked on cutting out the papers to the right size. So this is what it looks like. I'm watching the BTS Wings Tour concert, and it's really good. So they just started the second concert, and it's really cool because they're recreating their music videos into their concert. So that's really cool to see. And all the references too, and the storyline that they have through their music videos. So I'm gonna start putting this together now. And so this is gonna go here. And I was thinking about trimming the brown paper a little bit more, but I think I'm just gonna leave it because I like the outline and I don't really like perforated paper to be rounded too much. So yeah, the stars are gonna go here like this. And before I start gluing everything together, I'm gonna back everything with pieces of felts. So the wings and the stars, I'm gonna use this color. And for the angel, I'm gonna use this dark blue. But this is a little small, but this could be stretched a little bit. So if I work it enough, it'll be big enough. If not, I can just cut and add another piece. And for the hanger, I'm gonna use this, just like my fairy godmother. And I also backed this one with 2 different colors of felt. So yeah, it'll be the same format, I guess. And then, so this calls for 2 different Krennic ribbons, but I couldn't get the ones that's called for this project, so I'm replacing with different ones that I could find. So instead of the pearl one, I'm using this one, and this is, I believe, 194. And then instead of the cat's eye, I'm gonna use this gold. This is 102, I think, and I was actually thinking about using this yellow one instead, but I think I like this gold one better, so I'm gonna use 102. And I think it'll be more regal looking if I use the gold one. So, and then the memory threads, it calls for 3 different colors. So silver, iridescent white, and gold. So I'll probably start by making these elements first and then attach them to the star and work on the ribbons. And up here too, around the wings. So I'll come back again if I have more things to share. So I'm working on backing my piece with this blue felt, and I was gluing the pieces together, and I'm using super glue like last time when I finished the fairy godmother, this super glue, and I guess I used too much of the super glue this time, so it kind of like seeped through and left this white marks, and I'm using this Crayola blue marker to cover it up. So I'm just taking this and like coloring over it to see if that's gonna hide it because I don't know, I really don't like seeing that white mark on the back. So I'm just gonna do this and see if that's gonna work out. And note to self, next time just use hot glue instead of super glue. I think that's gonna be much more easier and better to work with. So yeah. I'm back with the finish and I'm super happy with how this turned out. So this is Spirit of the Christmas Star by Brooks Books and I'm super happy with it. It turned out so pretty, except for the back. The back is just horrendous, but I did have a lot of fun making this this weekend and watching BTS all day and making stuff. It was really fun. So I'm gonna add some videos and photos here to show you like the process of it. So the first thing I did was making the beams. So I'm gonna add a video here while I talk. So I made these twisted beams out of gold memory threads, and then the chart calls for these loops made of Kreinik ribbons. So I made that and I just glued the ends together with super glue so that it's easier to handle. And then I might have a picture or a clip of the wings with the beams. But looking back, I should have added the Kreinik ribbons first, so it lays flat against the wings. So if you're going to make this, do the ribbons first. It'll be much easier. So I did the memory threads first and then the ribbons, and it was hard to glue down the ribbons because the memory threads were in the way. So I'll put a picture here what it looked like after I added the ribbons. So it didn't really look pretty, and it really doesn't matter because this is going to be hidden behind the fairy, but the whole thing didn't lay flat as I wanted it to be because the ribbons were just clumped up in the middle. So just remember to do the ribbons first and it'll be much easier and faster to finish. And then I worked on the star, I think, and I made more beams out of the memory threads, and I actually used up all of my gold memory threads. So here are some of the empty spools, but these weren't new. I opened a new one every time for a different project for some reason, and I had just enough to finish the beams, and then I didn't have enough to make the hanger for the star, so I actually used some gold ribbons instead. And then I just glued everything together. So after I made everything, I just added the felts on the back. And I did have some trouble with the blue felt, and I'm not too happy with this. And I mean, I could tell where I tried to cover it up with the marker, but I guess it's not too bad. I don't know. But next time I'm gonna use hot glue and see if that's better. And the hanger here. And the star isn't attached to the dress. I just attached it to the hanger, and the hanger is attached to her hands with just super glue. So yeah, that's my finish, and I'm super happy with it still. I think it looks really pretty, but the only thing is it's a little warped because of the glue. So I'm gonna lay it flat somewhere for a while before I hang it somewhere. So yeah, that's my finish. So tomorrow I'm gonna start working on my tapestry again. I didn't work on this at all today, so yeah, today or I mean tomorrow I'm gonna try finishing. I'm gonna try finish page 1 on this, and then I'm gonna work on another perforated paper project. So I have all of them here, but I thought maybe I'll ask you to choose which one to work on next. So let me go through them real quick. So this is Spirit of Christmas Stitching. And then I have the Spirit of Quilting Angel. And the Spirit of Crochet Angel. Spirit of Evergreen. Spirit of Christmas Carols. Spirit of Christmas Angel. Mrs. Claus. And then Spirit of Holiday Giving Angel. And Spirit of Knitting Angel. Spirit of Mistletoe. Spirit of Holiday Baking. Spirit of Snow Angel. And this is the last one, the Spirit of Cross Stitch Angel. So yeah, that's all of it. So let me know in the comments and I'll work on the ones with, or the one with the most comments. And if no one comments, I can just choose. It's not a big deal. So I think I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed this video as well and had a great weekend as well. So thank you so much for watching and commenting, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!